Patrick Reevell is actually joining me live from Kyiv this morning for more. So let's talk about the First Lady addressing Congress today. Patrick, we heard in Ian's piece that her husband, President Zelensky, says that she will talk about this need to recognize Russia as a state sponsor of terrorism. How do you think this will be received by Congress here? And what else can we expect from her speech?
Hi, Kira. Yeah, I mean, Olena Zelenska is expected to address Congress in the next couple of hours. And, you know, this is the second day, or third day, I should say, of her trip to Washington. She met yesterday with First Lady Dr. Jill Biden and President Biden as well, making an appearance there. And as you said, she's expected to bring up this question of the designation of the state sponsoring of terrorism. And this is something that Ukraine has been pushing for. It's a special designation that will allow basically much more stringent sanctions to be put on Russia, and also would allow actually Russia to be brought to court in the US. But while I think there will be a lot of sympathy among lawmakers, and there is among Biden administration officials for why Ukraine is demanding this, because of the sort of terrorizing attacks that we see in Ukraine. At the same time, there's some hesitation because there's concerns that it maybe doesn't make sense to. Firstly, because this designation, you know, is supposed to be intended for countries supporting terrorist groups. And then but also because it might actually even be counterproductive, because it can potentially allow sanctions that can harm other countries more than Russia.
So, Patrick, the Ukrainian military also says that these U.S. weapons have really helped its forces stabilize the front line in the eastern and southeastern regions of the country now. But the White House says that Russia is already seeking to annex parts of Ukraine. So how is Russia reacting, responding to this? What kind of impact could this have on the war right now?
Yeah, the White House has said that Russia is preparing to annex the territories that it's already occupied. That's the Donetsk region in the east, as well as though this is the south of Ukraine. And, you know, honestly, that's what we've been hearing from Ukrainian officials for weeks. And actually, it's what the Russians themselves have been signaling. We've been hearing Russian officials say that they plan to potentially hold referendums in September. We've even also been hearing from Ukrainian officials that, you know, they believe if the Russians go ahead, they've been doing things like handing out textbooks in Russian at schools, and there's all the signs point to them trying to annex these regions. I think really what will decide whether that's possible is whether Ukraine is able to go on the offensive and try and retake some of its territory and make it impossible for Russia to hold those referendums. And so that's why the Ukrainians, including the First Lady, are pushing so hard for more weapons right now from the US.
All right, Patrick Reevell there in Kyiv for us. Patrick, thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.